5-Minute Fairy Tales. Hansel and Gretel. The Brothers Grimm. Retold by Harry Caminelli. Illustrated by Carrie Wendell. Hansel and Gretel lived in a small German town on the edge of a big forest. Like most children, Hansel and Gretel loved candy. Like most parents, Hansel and Gretel's mother and father did not like them having too much candy. They wanted Hansel and Gretel to be healthy and strong, so they gave them fruits, vegetables, and multigrain bread. One day, Hansel and Gretel went to town in search of a candy store. They walked up and down every street, but could not find one. At the far end of town, near the big forest, came the wonderful smell of gingerbread. Their eyes widened, their nostrils flared, and their feet walked toward the scent. As Hansel and Gretel wandered deeper into the forest, they came upon the most amazing house they had ever seen. It was a life-size gingerbread house with a cookie walkway, lollipop flowers, and candy windows. Hansel and Gretel jumped for joy and ran up to the entrance. An old woman opened the door and said, "You must be starving. Why don't you come in for dinner?" "Oh, yes, we are starving. Thank you," Hansel and Gretel replied, even though they weren't starving at all. Hansel and Gretel looked around the gingerbread house in disbelief. Candy, cookies, and chocolate were everywhere. "Look around, my sweet children. Eat whatever you want," said the old woman. Hansel grabbed a handful of sugar sticks and started to explore. "What's behind this door?" he asked the old woman. "Go on in and see for yourself," she answered. "That's where I keep the special candy surprises." Curious, Hansel opened the door and looked in, but the door quickly slammed shut behind him, and he realized he was trapped. Gretel shrieked, "What are you doing? Let him out!" "He has work to do, my dear," the old woman cackled. All at once, Hansel and Gretel knew they had been tricked by a witch. "He looks healthy and strong. I'll let him out when he has done all the work I need. Until then, light the oven fire, as I am having guests for dinner." Gretel was terrified, but quickly came up with a plan. "I don't know how to light an oven fire. Maybe you could help me?" "Fiddlesticks!" called the witch. "Bring some wood over here, and I will show you." As the witch leaned towards the oven, Gretel hit her with a piece of wood. The mean old witch fell into the oven, and Gretel slammed the door shut. Gretel freed Hansel, and they ran away quickly as the witch screamed to be let out. Hansel and Gretel ran all the way home. There they were greeted by a very worried mother and father. They were also greeted by dinner. They were happy to see the fruits, vegetables, and multigrain bread on the table. "We love being healthy and strong," they both shouted, and they never worried about finding candy again. The end.